This is the king of dong style, the man bringing sleazy back to professional wrestling, Joey Ryan.
What's up, guys? It is your favorite hot mess, Chelsea Green.
That's right. It's me again. Your 24-year-old piece of gold, Leo Rush.
And you're watching the hottest,
the most iconic E-Fed in the world.
HKW.
HKW Wrestling.
HKW Wrestling. Enjoy.
This video contains explicit language which may not be suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to HKW Insight. Gonna start right off with Wednesday night. Brian Mead gets attacked by a masked man. He gets put on a car.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I personally really enjoyed how brutal this whole segment was, and the fact that Brian is getting his ass handed to him. And the funny thing is, absolutely nobody knows who this is. You can't tell by the eyes, by the color of skin. It's a complete mystery. Following that backstage brawl, Mel came out with Xander Shaw by her side. She's going up against Devin and Victoria, someone who takes My Little Pony to the extreme. Mel was able to pick up the win here with a slam, putting Devin and Victoria on her back, going for the cover, and counting out 1, 2, 3. Following Mel's victory, backstage, Christian Wright and El Diablo had a conversation with the E-Fed Elite members, Mr. O'Connor and Evan Jones. Following that conversation, Gunga kicked Cameron Logan Lionhunter's ass. Gunga was a little upset that Cameron took the last rib from the catering area. Following the second backstage brawl of the episode, Aaron O'Connor made his way down to the ring behind Chris Chaos. This was quite interesting. He is going up against Ricky Armstrong. Armstrong still seething about the betrayal he suffered from Aaron O'Connor. Ricky Armstrong did pick up the W here after handily giving Aaron O'Connor his ass on a silver platter, getting into the ring, and Aaron O'Connor was not able to beat the count. As is custom with the E-Fed Elite, they did attack Ricky Armstrong after the match. Despicable. Following that, as Christian was making his way down to the ring, the gatekeeper came out and attacked Christian from behind with a steel chair. El Diablo made his way down to the ring and attacked a gatekeeper, protecting Christian from the wrath of the biggest kaiju we've ever seen. And I mean, look at that guy. He's like 10 feet tall. Following whatever the hell we saw previously, Evan Jones came down. He's a little bit more animated now. He is going to be facing off against Xander Shaw. Xander, still that kind of slow, morose looking character. He does have something to be happy about, because when Evan was distracted, Xander did pick up the win, counting Evan Jones out. You know, Evan really not feeling it. With the E-Fed Elite, you know what they're going to do. He's going to pull him back into the ring and attack him. But Evan will kind of regret that here in about 2 seconds.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I just want to say, I love that ground and pound there. And of course, we have no idea who this guy is. This masked man, who we have no idea who he is, does an incredible power bomb and follows it up with a stunner. Following that backstage beatdown with Evan Jones getting his ass handed to him, Noah Youngblood and Rock Leone were scheduled to face off here. Rock, obviously the internet champion, The match was interrupted by Madness, who you're only going to see him for tonight because someone is a little indecisive. So enjoy it while you can, because he's not going to be here again. Madness did get the better of both Youngblood and Rock Leone, and the match was never really finished. Following that pathetic display of athleticism, Chris Chaos came down, one part of the tag team champions, faced off against Daniel Roberts, the reigning European champion of HKW, and this was a championship match. The European Championship was up for grabs. During this match, Daniel did defy the laws of physics. Just take a look. Whoop! There he goes. I love that. Now, Daniel and Chris did have a relatively even match, but it was interrupted after Daniel Roberts took a signature move by Chris Chaos. And of course, we have no idea who this guy is up until this point, right, guys? Right?
Hello, motherfucker.
That's right, it was Rob Roman. I know nobody ever figured it out. He did go on to have a little standoff in the ring, giving Evan a stunner, and then giving Archangel a stunner as well. And that did wrap it up for Wednesday Night Prestige. Starting off Friday Night Rampage, we have the monster Jason making his way down to the ring. He is going to be facing off against Christian Wright. Christian looking a little beat up there, but still standing tall with that Chaos title around his waist. Unfortunately, he was attacked by one of the other Kaiju members, Kareem, and Christian just can't get a break. Come on. Oh. And yeah, Big Daddy El Diablo there to save his ass. Following a break, it was determined that Jason and Kareem would go up against El Diablo and Christian Wright right then and right there. Christian took the win after reversing the powerbomb, a few blows to the head, followed by a roll-up, allowing the referee to do the count-out, and they picked up the win. Following that match, Libby Shea made her way down to the ring, doing her best impression of the Outlaw. And she is going up against... Hold on. What happened to Evan? Looks like he lost like 100 pounds and changed sexes. All joking aside, that is April Mead. Found her way into the EFED Elite, giving you just one more reason not to like her. And I don't. Too bad. And honestly, I'm sitting here realizing that I was up at 3 in the morning editing this. Totally forgot to edit this part out. Sorry. April did pick up the win over Libby with this maneuver here, which I don't even know what it's called. Let's just be honest here. But look at this pizzazz she adds, staring right into the hard cam for the cover. It's just hilarious. I loved it. Tristan made his way down to the ring, and I just need to say, I apologize for omitting Cesar Romero. There, I said it. Are you happy, Brian? He is going up against Michael Scars Minor, the current social media champion. I just want to say I loved his intro music. Thought it was incredible. Unfortunately for Tristan, Michael did take the win with his signature package pile driver and handily defended the title. The next match we saw was Tommy Storm going up against the Alpha Angel, Brian Mead. And let's just be honest here, what the hell was Tommy doing in that match anyways? He did nothing except get his ass kicked. It was pretty brutal. Let's just leave it at that. Following that travesty of a match that we just saw, the Heralds of Valhalla teamed up with who other than Noah Youngblood. They are facing off against Kevin Cummings, and y'all need to take a listen to his introduction music. It was shockingly scary. But he is teaming up with Swolepocalypse, and I almost had vertigo watching this intro. But Noah did take the win with the Heralds of Valhalla circling around and making sure that there were no interruptions for the countout. Following that tag team match, Ambrosia made her way down to the ring. Ambrosia, another potential ex-wife of mine, she is facing off against Scarlett Jones, making her HKW debut. Scarlett did surprise everybody, winning her first match in HKW. The main event, we saw Big Country. Alright, sorry about that. Look at Big Country. I've never seen him move this quick. Like, what's the rush here? But he is going up against the vice president of the Brotherhood, 6 Mile, and Big Country really needs to watch where he's going, because as you can see, he took out the ref. That allowed the Brotherhood to sneak a chair in and kick his ass. And this allowed 6 Mile to pick up the win, giving Big Country his first defeat in Friday Night Rampage. I appreciate everybody bearing with me here. Wednesday Night Prestige, the main event will be a last man standing match with Ricky Armstrong going up against the Alpha Angel Brian Mead. You're going to see Chris Chaos and Evan Jones, now known as Chris Evans, go up against Daniel Roberts and Rob Roman. We're going to see Rock Leone defend his title against Franchise. Another Femme Fatale tournament match between Tracy Chaos and Vera Vines. El Diablo is going to go up against Kareem Adams. To determine the number 1 contender tag title match, there will be the Heralds of Valhalla facing off against the Brewington brothers. And we're going to see some of Noah Youngblood, Aaron O'Connor, Christian Wright, and whoever the hell knows. Friday Night Rampage, the main event will be a handicap match featuring 6 Mile and Adam Duke versus Big Country, because we all know that the Brotherhood can't win without help from each other. We're going to see a Chaos Championship match featuring Apocalypse Rules between Christian Wright and Kareem Adams. A Femme Fatale tournament match between Libby Shea and Carolyn Cassidy. Another European title match between Aaron O'Connor and Daniel Roberts. Michael Minor will go up against Dylan Bradford. And we're going to see, unfortunately, some of Brian Mead, Chris Chaos, Ken Skull, El Diablo, and more. That is going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Insight. Have a good night.